To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And here we go at Mile High. On the return, here's Travion Henderson. And this drive will start inside the 25. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's 3rd overall pick. He started 12 games last year as a rookie. That's Drake May.
Kate, you watch Drake play this game, and he checks every box you want for a franchise quarterback. Tall, athletic, great arm. Now he's got to take all that wonderful potential into week-to-week productivity.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's May. Has him on the quick hitter. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Trying to sneak May. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Patriots punt team coming out for the former 6th-rounder Bryce Behringer to do the honors. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out. He was a rookie last season when he took the Broncos to the playoffs for the first time in 9 years. Now a sophomore. It's Bo Nix.
At his best, Bo Nix is a point guard facilitating an offense, getting that ball in and out of his hands as quickly as possible, but don't you dare sleep on his legs, because he will hurt you with his athleticism too. And oh, by the way, did I mention a maturity well beyond his years?
They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Nix from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. It's Harvey straight ahead. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. That one finds his man, Ingram. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10 from the 43. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Ingram's got another one. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Nix. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Opening script working gangbusters so far. 1st and 10 now at the 29. They'll throw again. Nix. The sideline shot snagged by Sutton. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Nix to throw again. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 16. 7 yards on that pickup. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Time for our 2nd quarter. Let's see if the Broncos can capitalize in the red zone. Once more, it's Nix. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Throwing again, here's Nix. Finds the in route, complete. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
You know, quarterbacks aren't always the one dishing out punishment, but when they take it and they deliver a frozen rope, when they deliver a ball right on target just like that, and their respect factor grows 100-fold with your teammates.
Now Nix on 3rd down. Brought in. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. This only a chip shot from the right hash. The kick by Lutz is good. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. This makes it up to the 25. The Patriots offense headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And coming off our 1st points of the ball game, they're going to take over now trailing 3-zip. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Going play action, May. Finds a seam down the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Give him 13 on that play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Tossing it to Henderson. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Riley Moss with that tackle.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. May now from the gun. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Demario Douglas, the intended target. And it's 3rd down now.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
The Patriots have their punting unit out. The Broncos have Marvin Mims deep to return. I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. So the Broncos headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. Next, Cook out wide, complete. And what a big play that was on 1st down, but we also have a flag. This might be coming back. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Still 1st down.
Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. The Broncos on top here at Mile High. Nix. Now set up the screen here. It's Harvey. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Nice seam in the defense as he crosses the 45. And he's going to get all the way up to the midfield stripe. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Here's Nix. And he's across midfield into Patriots territory. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Nix now to throw. Catch made over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the 2 of them.
10 at the 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Finds him on the slant. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
29-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. To throw. Here's Nix. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
This guy, Kate, he can create. He really is good out there. He's skilled when it comes to getting outside the pocket, which makes it all the more impressive. They contained him so well when he was clearly looking to generate something with his legs.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. This is a 48-yard look for him. The kick by Lutz is good. And another field goal makes it 6-0 for him.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
And this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before the half. Big gain downfield. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Big thank you to our guy Scott Hansen and the gang down in Orlando. Got a close one here, Brock, as our second half gets underway. Now Borregales on to send it away. Marvin Mims now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Denver offense now with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. Shoots away from one. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Broncos, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominating in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the second level and beyond.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First down, and they go right back to it. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Nix from the gun. Caught quickly on the slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So first down from the 41. Shotgun handoff to Harvey. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Throwing here, Nix. Setting up the running back screen. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Give to Harvey here from the pistol. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Staying on the ground here with Harvey. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out. They'll air it out on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find pay dirt.
So the offense out there, and the Broncos making the call to go for 2 here.
The Broncos will line up.
They want to run it across. He's almost there, but no, they stop him at the last moment. He's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion. That came right up to the doorstep of success. Nice play, though, to make some contact and stop him a yard shy of the conversion.
Yeah, these defenders, they just want to get to that next play. After you give them a touchdown, even if it's not their fault, right? Snap and clear. And that hyper-focus and extra motivation led them to sniffing out that call and being able to react just in the nick of time.
So they didn't call on him following the touchdown, but they do call on him here as he sends this away. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Here's New England ready once again on offense. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but just nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this 3rd quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football who can hammer at the opponent. But in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component that's balancing it out.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's May. Will get it complete to Travion Henderson. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. The give now to Henderson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they will stop him at the line on what proves to be the final play of this third quarter. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Patriots with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throwing the out route complete. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that's a New England first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd down now, they need 7. It's Henderson on the give. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Quick throw completed by May. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. They connect for the first. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. They stun this defense. They pick up 14 on 4th, and they pick up the first down, too.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
And he has it in the end zone for the New England touchdown. The Patriots now within 1 score in the 4th. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Corey Gallis checks on the extra point. And the Patriots trim the deficit down to 5.
Patriots 7.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Harvey now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. Nick's looking to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he's brought down at the line.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Here's the fake, here's Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball, and they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. He's back to throw. He's looking deep once again. This is caught inside the 15. So timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Throwing again, here's Nix. Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
2nd and 2 at the 4-yard line.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Nix, quick out wide, complete. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take an 11-point lead as they try to push this one out of reach. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos push the lead up to 12.
Broncos 19, Patriots 7.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away.
For the Broncos.
Fielded by Henderson. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The New England offense running out now. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be at sky high right now.
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's May. reception. Jonte Barron has it. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
The Broncos offense all set to go. And I'm pretty sure, Brock, they hadn't even all sat down on that sideline yet to rest. And now they're right back out there with a great chance to repeat their last touchdown.
And you will take that every day of the week and twice on Sundays. You don't mind at all. You got that defense right now reeling after the touchdown. And look at where they start with the football now.
New set of downs from the 37. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. So the defense gave him the clock a little bit. So they call a timeout just before our 2-minute warning. 2:04 to go.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
All right, one more snap here before our 2-minute warning. They give it to him again. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Here's a look for Nix. They break the huddle. It's second down now. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down is short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Setting up for the kneel down on third. Designed run, here's Nix. Will Lutz getting the call on fourth down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. This is going to be a 32-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Lutz is good. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. This one winds up as a touchback, so they're going to have 1 final snap to work with.
At their own 35-yard line.
This will be the final play of the game. One final shot here. Flush down now to his left. So it's a win for the Broncos.